Hey everybody, this is Locks with Myoelectric doing a quick follow-up to my previous video, Black Ops 2 multiplayer is balls. In this video, I'm looking to clear up a lot of the mystery around the dedicated server and player matchmaking process. In the previous video, it was a little bit unclear to me how the dedicated server and player matchmaking process actually worked. I thought that it was divided between league play and pub play. Well, it looks like a lot of the main gameplay modes actually do use dedicated servers, but still not in the traditional sense. There's no server browser. There are no private public servers. Treyarch owns all the servers, and they say that they have data centers around the world. Well, my goal in this video is to try and figure out what data centers I can connect to, what my pings are to those data centers, and where these data centers are located at. And I'm going to show you how to do the same test, because I'm basically just going to be showing you my findings, hoping that you will do the same and share your findings with us. Because as far as I can tell, there's one data center here in the US. It's on the East Coast, it's in New Jersey. I'm going to show you how to track that, and we'll kind of go from there. So you're going to download a program called SmartSniff, and this is it here. You will need to load a driver. I think it's called WinCap driver. It's kind of like a plugin that basically this program needs to use. So we have this program. You're going to have a simple DOS prompt here. We're just going to run ping test from this. And then you have the game itself. So basically, I'm running Black Ops 2 in window mode, 800 by 600. Log into multiplayer, search for a match, and I can typically get a pretty quick game if I go to core, team deathmatch. After you establish a connection to the server, you want to go ahead and hit the capture button here in SmartSniff. And I already rearranged these windows quite a bit to show me what I want. Basically, the remote address is the IP address of the server itself. You can see that it's sitting here transferring a crap ton of packets back and forth. So, I mean, that's the dead giveaway. I mean, you can sort these columns, sort them by whatever's transferring the packets, and assuming that you're not running multiple games or something else that's using the UDP protocol, this is going to be at the top of the list. Something else worth noting here, just for a little bit later, because as a baseline test for this, because I wanted to make sure that this data was correct, I compared this to Call of Duty World at War. I connected to a World at War server where I knew the IP address and verified that this is what this is. I'll show that as I edit, I guess. But World at War actually had a much higher transfer rate, so I don't know what they did in Black Ops to, I guess, quote, optimize the data connection, because I never really see this go beyond 4 kilobytes a second. Next off, you want to check your pings. So you're just going to type in ping, the server IP address here, and you're going to want to type in a couple of switches. You don't have to. The L1 just specifies the amount of data. I noticed that the typical transfer speed up here is generally about 4 kilobytes for Black Ops 2. So I set this to 4096. I specify the T switch, and that just continues a continuous ping. Now, in this server, I actually do really well. I have under 40 millisecond ping. The last half of this is basically just figuring out where the server is located at. I'm actually kind of surprised because I traced back several of these IP addresses, and most of them, well, I shouldn't say most of them, I should say all of them go to one data center in New Jersey. I guess I was a little taken back, but I don't know why. I figured that there'd be some in pretty popular places, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. It seemed like there's always servers there for pretty much any of the Quake 3 base games that I played. Denver, Chicago, as far as I can tell from anything that I've been able to connect to, and I pretty much spent, a couple hours today just running through, trying to connect to servers, logging these IP addresses, and then looking them up online. And as far as I can tell, everything links to a data center that's in New Jersey. Well, I'm going to show you the very last half of this, and this is basically how to track the IP. There's tons of websites available for this. So I'm just going to show you one real quick. The service provider is this chupa.net. Now, I think that they're somehow affiliated with gameservers.com. I actually got on chat support with one of the customer service reps there and asked him a few questions. I might paste some of that log in this video, but there it is, located in New Jersey. Sayreville, whatever the hell that is. I'm in a pretty centralized location, so I think I ping pretty decently to it, but I can't imagine that that would be the only data center in the United States right now, especially for people on the West Coast. I don't know how, that would work. And I mean, maybe this is just for PC, or maybe it's not at all. Like that's kind of why the second half of this is just really, well, a bad guy just ran by me. That's why the second half of this is just really reliant on what information you guys can turn up. So I really recommend you kind of go through these same steps. do these tests and see what you turn up with on the IPs. Like I said, there's definitely a pattern. I'll post this in the description. You can tell, if the first 2 or 3 numbers are the same, you're pretty much looking at a data center. I work in IT, but I'm no networking guru, so I couldn't tell you what all that indicates. But I got bad guys running all over my fucking screen. I wonder if I can kill some of them. Hold on a second here. Oh, shit. Wow. So we have this ping window that's running here. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of this, and this will show me what my average ping is, the max ping times. I just Control-C to cancel that. And you can see that I have a pretty damn good connection here. Average is 42 milliseconds. And I had a lot of different connections that I made today. And basically, I don't think that I saw anything that was over 80 milliseconds. Anyway, I hope you guys try this out. I just wanted to provide some information since Treyarch has really kept what information they allow us to see on the download now. So, kind of play with it a little bit. Let me know what you turn up, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos from Myoelectric. See ya.